Back with first trades right here on ET now, and not a bad start to this Monday. The fact that we're holding 92 points higher, still got a long way to do, or rather undo last week's damages, or in particular on Friday. But good to see that at least 25,150 is back on the Nifty futures. The Adani group of names are the ones which are leading the recovery, along with, of course, names like Axis Bank, which is higher by 4%, Ultratech Cement, and remember, both Axis and Ultratech are earnings reaction. So good to see that the market is definitely opening up. JSW Steel, you heard from the management just now, stock holding up 2.5% higher. Hindalco as well is looking good. Nestle, BEL, a lot of these IT and metal names are the ones which are leading the recovery. But let's talk more earnings, and we've got with us K. Srinivasan, the MD at Kirloskar Pneumatic, joining in on the show right now. Mr. Srinivasan, great to have you on ET now. Let me start off firstly with your EBITDA, which has surged on a year-on-year basis. The profit, though, has slightly declined sequentially. Tell me, what were the primary factors contributing to your performance for this quarter?
Yeah, good morning. We had a normal quarter, I would say, because generally Q3, they're always a short quarter. But it was a good quarter. We had good production, though we could have dispatched more material. The profits for first 9 months as a percentage is not really gone down. But in absolute value, what we see as a small decline comes out of the LDs that we have booked. We generally recover a significant part of the LDs that we book during the next couple of quarters. So I think overall, the quarter profit should be okay. And for the whole year, our EBIT margin would be in the range of about 20-21%, which is our normal margin percentage.
But tell me, what kind of actionable strategies are you undertaking and implementing in the immediate term to try and stabilize your cash flows?
Yeah, so first thing is we have, as you know, Kirloskar Pneumatic was awarded as among the top 30 IP-driven corporates of India by CII among big companies. We filed about 106 patents over the last 3 years. So we have been commercializing a lot of our IPs to create new products. A new one that we've launched where we have filed a PLI scheme is really for the Zephyros. This is a commercial air conditioning package, which would actually revolutionize air conditioning as we traditionally know in India. And we expect to have this production running in the next year or so.
I want to talk about your order book as well, because that's approximately at about 1,939 odd crore rupees as of start of the year. What is the expected timeline to convert this into revenues, particularly for the large-scale projects?
Yeah, so the large-scale projects generally take between 8 to 12 months. But the good thing about this 1939 crores order bank that we have practically has very, very few large orders. The whole of the calendar year 2025 had very few large orders finalized by the oil and gas companies. Consequently, almost most of these 1936 are smaller packages. So we will execute almost all of it during the next 12 months. So this is a good year to look forward to. We do expect to do a top line growth of at least 20% next year.
Mr. Srinivasan, I also want to talk about, the guidance that you set out, that, you're going to be clocking 1,800 crore rupees plus this year. So far, about 1,075 crore revenues has already been booked in the past 9 months. In light of the seasonality, what gives you confidence to achieve this target in the next 3 months then?
Yeah, so like we explained earlier, we have about 200 crores of packages that are being built, inspected, and ready for shipment. The customer sites are not ready, so they had not given us clearance. This should have gone in Q3. So we expect this to go in February. So that's really something that we already have made. There's no manufacturer per se required. So then it would be a normal Q4. Minus this 200, it's pretty much a normal Q4. So we should do between 1,800 to 1,850 for the full year.
Right. And given that the compression business still continues roughly about, contributes rather 90% of your total revenues, what specific steps are you taking to scale this to other segments as well to try and reduce your concentration risk?
Yeah, like we mentioned, we're entering the air conditioning space for the first time. We expect to see that this space should open up a significant opportunity for us. As you know, the commercial air conditioning space is at least between 5,000 crore plus in India. And we expect to be a significant player in this going forward. So that's one area where we see a significant opportunity for us.
Right. You've also committed An investment of about 320 crore rupees under the PLI scheme. How much of this 320 crore rupees is earmarked for the current calendar year? And will these new lines be established at your existing facilities or a new greenfield site?
So this project will come up in two locations. It will come up at our existing plant at Sashwat, which is near Pune. It will also come up at our existing plant in Nasik. So it will be in two parts. It will come up within the next 12 months. As you're aware, the PLI scheme allows us to take into this 320 crore what we had done in the last 2 years, particular to this product line. So we have already done about 120 crore. We need to do about a 200 crore more. We will do this during this year.
Okay, great to then have you today on the show, Mr. Srinivasan. Thank you so much for your